Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today, especially my new viewers and new subscribers. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel. Truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. I'm a 58-year-old American who grew tired of the rat race and decided to move to the Philippines in search of a new life. Well, I found that new life, and I want to share with you my boots on the ground experiences only way I know how. It's by giving you the nitty gritty. Exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. Never going to sugarcoat that. Today, I just want to talk about living comfortably on 50,000 pesos per month in the Philippines. Now, I do a video like this every few months, and it's basically for my new viewers and subscribers. Matter of fact, one of my subscribers asked me, could I go over my budget again? And I will, and I've got some figures because, you know, hindsight being 20/20, I'm going to be honest with you. The allure now to the Philippines, I know, it's the low cost of living. It's not the women. You're going to find a woman over here, guys. That's the last thing you want to worry about. What you really want to do if you're going to come over here as an expat, this is just my opinion, is to come over here and get settled, get established, and then go out and get you a woman. That way, you're sharing your standard of living. You know, even though it's going to be the same thing, in your mind it'll be sharing, you know, because no matter what she does, you're going to have to pay the bills anyway. See, and you're going to pay the bills anyway, see, so whether she's here or not. But I want to just kind of assure you, because it's always a big debate about how much you need over here. But remember, always have passive income or enough savings. I've got friends over here who don't receive a passive income, but they've got enough savings coming in from investments or what have you, and they live comfortable over here. But let's get started, okay? First of all, I want to go with my rent, and here's my statement here. I don't know why they give it to me. Listen, see, remember, nothing makes sense over in the Philippines. Here's a receipt, but they write it on the back, okay? It's 8,500 pesos a month. Now, this isn't just some rinky-dink place in a squatter's area or one of those rundown places. It's a really nice place. I'm gonna show you guys. Just a little tour. It's, you know, just to show you, man. Look at them ceilings. I mean, it's just not some rinky-dink place. This place is big too. I put the curtain there to stop my aircon, but it don't work. You know, I've got 2 bedrooms in my house. You know, because a lot of times y'all hear me talking about this place. 1 bedroom there, 1 bedroom here, then the kitchen. I don't even know if she's cleaned up yet, but it don't matter, guys. I ain't got nothing to hide. They got the rice on today. There's a kitchen, then there's the bathroom. That's the back door. It's just like for the dirty kitchen back there, but this is a big place, man. And then I'm gonna show you that it's not in some rinky-dink neighborhood. This place is in, this is about a nice neighborhood. It's not the nicest neighborhood, but it's really nice. Clean. I don't have to worry about anybody, you know. Told y'all that nobody's gonna break in because everybody around here has got about the same, you know, it's front of my house. But yeah, this isn't some rinky-dink place I'm paying $170 for. Remember, I live in St. Carlos City. Not a whole lot of nightlife here, but it's cheap. It's beautiful, it's clean, and it's safe. And that's what, you know, interests me now. People always ask me, well, how'd you find this place? Well, I really didn't find it. To be honest with you, she lives here, and I came here to visit her family and fell in love with the place. So that's $170, $8,500, because I'm gonna do this under 50,000, lot cheaper. And remember, whatever money you got saved up, because my expenses are less than 1,000. You roll that over, man, and save that. This is the discipline that I always talk to you guys about. The same discipline that you use to become a success in your business, on your job, in the military, okay? to stop drinking, to stop smoking, lose weight. You're gonna need that over here. Just because you got extra don't mean to go out and spend it. Okay, now my electric bill, Negroes Electric Cooperative. I don't know if you can see that, but this month is kind of expensive. This is the highest I've ever had. It's $56.45, and that's a little bit over $100. That's probably, let's see, at 48. That's probably about $110 or something like that. Normally, because we run that air condition, this air conditioner, here's the reason for this. That's why we cut it off, because it's too big and it doesn't get cool enough, and it's just pulling electricity. So we're gonna wait till we move in our house to use that. But normally it's somewhere around 2,200 to 3,000 pesos. But this month it's a little bit more. So that's 5,645. And I'm keeping a running total of this at the end. I'll give it to you. And then I'll put it in the descriptions. This is my water bill. We just paid this the other day. It's 400, it was 451. That's because we've got a leak back there, you know, a drip coming from one of the faucets in the bathroom. We're gonna get that replaced. We have to pay for it, and then the maintenance are going to install it. And at the same time, we're just going to put a new shower head in too. So that's 451. This month, that's the last month. I just got my bill yesterday, 2 days ago on my live stream, remember? And it was 351, so it went down 100 pesos. The next is my Wi-Fi. I was paying $1,299 for it, and now it's $16.99 because we bumped it up from 5 Mbps to 20 Mbps. And you can tell by my live streams, it's worth it, man, you know. And that's another, you know, $40, less than $40 a month, man, you know, for good Wi-Fi here. The next one is my immigration. I go to immigration every 2 months. You can go every month, every 2 months, or every 6 months. I go every 2 months because anything can happen in 6 months. Okay, and 1 month is just too much going back and forth, especially to Bacala. You know, a friend of mine in the Middle East, he says he used to do it every 6 months until one time he got called out on his job and he had to leave the Philippines. He left a lot of money on the table. And then some little Swiss guy down in Dumaguete did the math. He said it's economically sound to do it every 2 months. So I've been doing it every 2 months. It's 28.30 every 2 months. So that's 1,415 pesos for my immigration. The next is my Philhealth. It's 17,500 for the whole year. And that's universal health care. And that's all I need over here, guys. You know, it helps me with inpatient care. You got to understand something. Because the outpatient care over here is cheap to go to the doctor, emergency room, things like that, you know. And I'm in great health, but in case I'm in an accident or something, I got to go in the hospital, the Philhealth will help. Her Philhealth, she has her and her kids on it. When our daughter was born, she was in the hospital 7 days. No, the baby was in the hospital for 7 days. She was in the hospital for 3 days. Everything, the delivery, all the medication, the room and board, food, everything, 16,000 on my part. And I think Philhealth paid another 16,000. So that works out pretty good. That's 17,500. The math on that is 1,458. Now we get water delivered here every 2 days. That's 50 pesos every 2 days. So it'd be 50 times 15. It's about 750 pesos, about $15 a month for that. You know, that's for the drinking water, cooking, etc. Okay, now my transportation, even though we've got a motorcycle out there, which we don't, we own that, so there's no monthly bill on that. And everything you've seen in this house, remember, I use the 300 rule. Nothing in this house costs more than 300. That motorcycle's outside, it costs more than 300, but nothing inside of here costs $300. I'm in the Philippines, man. I don't need, you know, this is good stuff. It's comfortable, it's quality, it's name brand stuff that I'm familiar with. But I'm in the Philippines. I don't need an 80-inch screen TV. I don't need all that fancy stuff over here, man. I'm defeating the purpose when I do that. I'm trying to get out from under all that materialistic stuff, all that stress and strain that comes from that stuff. I don't have a furniture bill, see, because of that. All right, but transportation, I usually go from here to City Mall or to M. Lure when I have to send money, or to Casino Mall. It usually costs me 20 pesos round trip. I give them a little extra, so it's about 700 pesos a month, because I don't do it every day. Sometimes I ride on the back of a motorcycle, and that scares me half to death, man. See, I don't drive over here, man. When you get over here, you're going to see why I don't drive. I mean, this traffic is like a bowl of spaghetti, man. It's really, really crazy. There's no, in my country, they teach you to drive defensively. Over here, it's offensively, man. You'll come to a four-way, man, and they're already halfway in the intersection. Yeah, so that's something that I don't deal with. Now, my food, it's going to fluctuate, okay? My little daughter doesn't eat a lot. We buy vegetables now. She's 9 months. She'll be 10 months this month. So we buy a lot of vegetables, and she's starting to eat off the table of my girlfriend's plate. And the little 7-year-old doesn't eat at all. Her kids don't eat a lot, man. They're really thin if you see them. They don't eat a lot. They're on their phones all the time, all right? But I'm going to say, and this is high really, I'm going to say we spend about, I'm going to say $350 a month. That's about another 17,500 pesos a month. And see, that's basically it right there. Now, you have to understand that this is pandemic, so we can't go a whole lot of places, but even if we could, you could add another 10,000 onto that. That's not another 17,500 a month. I mean, that's another, that's 17,500 a month for the food. I'm sorry. Now you add that all up, it doesn't come anywhere near 50,000 pesos. See, but I'm not debating anybody. Okay, I just want to show you that it can be done, and I do this every 3 or 4 months, to assure you that it can be done. Now, will emergencies pop up? Yeah, I've been here off and on for 12 years. There's only been one emergency. My son was born back in 2012, and I had to pay all that money, something like 350,000 pesos for his hospital bill. But that's the only thing anywhere near an emergency. And that's what that extra money I tell you to bring over here. I mean, it's not a lot, man. You put $1,000, you put $2,000 up, and don't touch it. I promise you, man, I've got 2,500, and I'm slowly adding to that, all right? Because you can do it, but you got to have some discipline, and I don't know you. I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know what you're into, but just boots on the ground. We can throw that argument out the window. If you come over here and you got 1,000 every single month, and remember, I'm taking care of 6 people on this budget. You come over here and just you first. Remember, get established first. Then you put the woman inside that dynamic. Now you're sharing your standard of living. Okay, if you got a problem with that unspoken agreement, if you got a problem with pay for play. See, because no matter what, you're going to pay the bills anyway. See? All right, but that's my budget. Look in the description. I'm going to have it itemized and the total. But yeah, you can do it, man. Now, will I be able to live this comfortably in Manila like this? I don't know. I've never tried it. In Cebu, yes, you can do it in Cebu. I did it. And remember, the dollar's weak right now over here. When I came over here in 2018, it was almost 54 pesos to the dollar. Now it's like 47.75 pesos to the dollar. Okay, and I didn't cut on, like I said, I don't have the aircon on in here. I didn't cut on the fan because you'll hear it. But yeah, I live comfortable, man. And that $350 for food, that's groceries and everything. That's laundry detergent, that's soap, Okay, so let's put that argument to rest, guys. Yeah, some guys live like ballers over here. I mean, it just depends on how you want to live. But I'm in St. Carlos City. Not a whole lot of excitement going on here, but if you want somewhere clean, you want somewhere cheap, you want somewhere safe, and you can live comfortable, man, on less than $1,000 a month, this is the place for you. And there's many, many places like this in the Philippines, guys, okay? So thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it, man. All your kindness, your generosity, your support, super chats, super stickers, Patreon members, people who are buying those t-shirts over there, man, people who want to help with the electronic community pantry, man. Man, I promise you I would never, ever take that stuff for granted, man. But, you know, that's just what Sunshine Shoulders is all about. In America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, it's about 8:30. My live stream's at 9:30 today. We have the whole rest of the day to intentionally go out, find somebody to help, if you can afford it. It doesn't have to be money. Give them rice, give them some grocery items. My electronic community pantry has been a runaway success. Why? Because people need our help over here, guys, every Wednesday. And then, you know, whenever the Spirit moves me, we spin the wheel for our St. Carlos City Negros Occidental residents. And we give away either 2 25-kilo sacks of rice or 1,100 pesos worth of groceries. We award 2 winners, you know. Why do we do that? Do I want a pat on my back? No, somebody help me in my time of need. I do it because people over here need our help. And if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. The allure of the Philippines, this is 2021, guys. It's not the woman anymore. It's just low cost of living. Okay? Take care.